Hi, my name is Kamakana, and I'm making this video with my dad to talk about his side of the family.
Hi, Kamakana.
When did your family arrive in the USA or Hawaii?
Well, I arrived in Hawaii July 4th, 2008. I got hired to come over here and do a job bringing people rappelling over waterfalls. My family, your family, our family, arrived as early as 1622 in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay. Question number 2. Where did they come from?
They came primarily from England and a little bit from Ireland, and some of your family came from what's now known as the French Canadian, Nova Scotia, that area.
Okay. Question number 3. Why did they come here and where did they settle?
Well, I think they came over in the 1620s and 1630s seeking religious freedom. Your ancestors, let's see, it's your 11th great grandfather. His name was John Baum, and he built a house in Flushing, Queen in 1651 that's still there today, and you and I can go there someday and we can walk around in it. It's pretty amazing. It's a museum. And they were this religious practice known as Quakers, and they put up a resistance not only to wars, but they put up a resistance to a whole bunch of other things like religious freedom. And they put together this letter, and they sent the letter out to the head of the community, and the community wanted to put them in jail. So they had to travel all the way to the Netherlands because they lived in the part of New York that's now was then known as New Amsterdam. And they got all the way to New Amsterdam, and they spoke to the magistrate there, and he set them free. And it's a very famous letter, and it's a very famous building.
Is the museum in Lahaina?
No, it's not in Lahaina. It's in Flushing, Queens, in New York City.
In New York City?
Yes, far, far away. So your family came from New York City as early as 1650.
Did the museum sound familiar when you had my field trip at?
Oh, yes, you went to a similar museum like that, yeah? That's pretty fun.
Okay, 4th question. What did they bring with them?
What did they bring with them? I'm not sure. They really brought a lot because in the 1600s people didn't really have a lot. So I think they brought with them basically just whatever they had on their backs, and they wanted to start a brand new life and build a home here in America.
Okay, question 5. How did your family interact with other cultures in their community?
That's a good question. Growing up, I grew up in the suburbs of Connecticut in the 70s. So, 1972, 1975. And back then, it was very important not to have any culture whatsoever. So I grew up on my street. There was people from Ireland, and there were people from French Canada, that part up in Nova Scotia, and there's people there from Poland, and there's people there from Italy. But nobody on my whole street acted with any cultural significance whatsoever. It was far more important in those days to be just American. So we did all of the American holidays. We celebrated the 4th of July, and we celebrated Labor Day, and we celebrated Christmas, and everything that everybody in America would do. But there weren't really any sort of holidays like this is an Italian holiday or this is an Irish holiday. It was all just far more important to be American.
Okay, the last question, number 6. What other cultural practice does your family participate in?
Well, again, growing up in the lack of culture that we had growing up, we don't really participate in a whole lot. So, things that were other cultures kind of got morphed into what we do now. So while we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, it's nothing like the way St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in Ireland, say. And we celebrate the regular holidays that are American ones, like Memorial Day and Labor Day and Veterans Day and Christmas and Halloween and things like that. So I think to be white and to be in the community in the suburbs of Connecticut during the 70s, it was very important that all of that sort of stuff got pushed in the background, and it was important for my parents and my great-parents, my great-grandparents, to make their kids seem as normal and as American as possible. So all of that stuff got swept under the rug, and we lost all of it. We don't have any of that stuff. So we grew up devoid of culture, and we don't have any. That's why I think it's important for you to have your culture. What is your culture? You are
Hawaiian.
You're Hawaiian. That's right. So we don't really want to sweep that under the rug, do we? We want to keep that. That's a good thing to keep. Yes, otherwise you grow up like me. It's not good. Do you have any more questions? What's your
Nope.
next question?
I'm done.
You're done?
There's only 6.
It was only 6. Well, that was a very quick interview. Well, it was very good. Well, I wanted to thank you for taking this time to interview me. You're a very good interviewer.
Thank you.